That's why. 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 You need to have your faith. Know what you believe in. Have faith. You need to have your foundation. Your faith is your foundation in life. Because yes, we can have everything our hearts desire. Millions of dollars. Be famous. Have everything. But yet so empty. I've never had everything I've ever wanted. But I'm just saying, I would know even if I did, I would still want more and more and more. And most human beings, all they want is more and more and more. And it never ends. It will never end. That's why we must have our faiths in a higher life form. And that would say only is God. God can be the only one that would fulfill that void, that longing, desire, the emptiness that sex, drugs, nothing else in this world can ever fulfill in this life. Ever, 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 ever. Ever, ever, ever. Ever, 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 ever. Ever. Ever, ever, ever fulfill in this life, in this life, in this life. In this life, in this life, in this life. In this life. This life, in this life, in this life. Let's do the other hand. This life, in this life. Sorry, maybe I'm just not that good at it. This life, in this life, in this life. This life, in this life, in this life. In this life. This life, this life, this life, this life, this life, better with my left hand. In this life, this life, this life, this life. Nothing will ever be sustaining as the one that lives above, above, and above. Above and above and above. Nothing can ever sustain you like God can. Like the Holy Spirit can, like the one that lives above. Truly, truly, truly can, and can. Nothing, nothing, and nothing can ever fulfill you like God can. Like God can, God can, God can. God is like an almighty creator. And created being that does not exist in our realm. If we think about outside of time and space, we can say, yes, God would live there. And a throne, an almighty kingdom, a place higher than humans, higher than our own selves, higher than our own ascensions. But it would make us, if we follow God and His ways, we would be able to ascend higher. Because my belief is human beings, we're not just made, but we're born to ascend higher than our own selves, our own physical selves, our own state of minds, to get past our own fleshly ways and stuff, to ascend higher, to be more like God. And we'll never be perfect, but not in this life at least. But it's just really the thought, when the belief, holding on to that counts the most, right? That's just my take and belief. person or bad person, do good deeds, do not good deeds. As in a human fleshly nature, hopefully is like considered bad as more of a fleshly thing versus, trying to do better, live right, like more of a spiritual thing, doing better, really. Or anything else, right? Anything else. At least that's what I consider it to be as, So. My hands are shaking. They're shaking. So, go and do good things. And that's how it should be. That's what we should want in this life, is to be better and to do good things, to do good unto not just your neighbors, but everyone else. See, there's a reason seems like things, I'm not trying to be pessimistic, things are getting worse in our world, even as today, because, as human beings, the reason I say that we've been given free will, yes, it's not just us choosing to do bad, but it's just, in our world, evil is consuming the good in our world for a reason. I can't make this up, I wish I could say, oh, well, it's not true, even though you see it on the news, you see it, the internet, you see it other places, oh yeah, but no, good is not winning in our world. Evil is consuming good right now. Yes, I would say I want to see a good, but I believe it's just going to continue, things continue to spiral. It's like the serpent, if you've ever seen the serpent consuming itself in the Kabbalah or other things, it's eating and consuming itself. That is representation for evil consuming good, or I like to say blue bloods consuming red bloods. So, yeah, they've put that in other things as well, movies. I remember seeing that snake in a Freddy movie back in the 90s, and it was pretty, as the snake consuming itself, but that Kabbalistic snake is true in alchemy. It's true in nature in general, because even in nature in general, evil and bad does outweigh the good. It does consume the good reality, but at the end, good will win at the end. And that's just what I believe right now. Yes, evil is, I hate to say it is winning in a lot of ways. Yes, it is, but at the end, when it's all over with, I believe good will come out on top. And that's just my belief. Take it or leave it. People don't have to follow what I believe just because I see it. But, it's always a better mind frame to look that good will in the end consume the bad. So, and that's just how I like to see it.